Hello friends, I'm a Canadian Eurovision, and today I am ranking European flags by how cool they are. Is this a great idea for a video? I don't even know anymore, but it's a random ranking so it fits the bill. So let's do it! Number one, it looks like we have Spain, and Spain has a pretty good flag. It's instantly recognizable. It's got a good amount of information about it on the flag. It's a little cluttered in the middle with the emblem, but that's fine. Not all flags need to be exactly direct. Doesn't need to be iconic, so it's right in the middle. Let's let it be. Why not? Next up, we have Kosovo. Kosovo has a pretty okay flag. Like, it's not the best, I'll admit, but simple color palette, nice simple design, readable, highly readable. I do wish the yellow of the Kosovo itself was a little brighter. But apart from that, not a bad flag. So, my question is that all of the Scandinavian countries. This is Denmark. Why? Why is this flag this way? I don't know. So I have to assume that this flag is. I know what it is. It's simple. It's clean, but is it maybe a little too boring? A red and white color pattern, not the best. Belarus. Belarus with the interesting, intricate design along the left side. Not a fan of this one. I feel like the pattern itself is overly elaborate, and overall it screams just too much to do. The red and green part is fine, if not a little bland and uninspired, but, you know, it's a flag. It doesn't need to be great. Poland. Poland as a terrible flag. I like that it's readable, but you look at it and I'm just like, is it Poland? Is it Monaco? Is it Indonesia? I don't know. Let's find out. So, yeah, if you were washing up on a beach somewhere and you saw that flag, you'd be like, where am I? I could be any one of these places. So, yeah. For what it is, we'll see how it goes. Sweden. Sweden has a good flag. Again, maybe a little boring, but blue and yellow, good color scheme. Can't go wrong with the bright vibrance of it. So that's good. I keep it in the high tier. Not at all because I'm obsessed with Swedish music, but, you know, because it's Sweden. Why not? It's a good one. Let's just go with that. Vatican. Does Vatican have a good flag because it's distinctive, or does it have a bad flag because the right side is too cluttered? The answer is yes. Yeah, it's kind of just, I don't know. It's readable. It's highly readable. But at the same time, if you don't know what it is, then you're not going to be able to figure it out. Netherlands kind of has a boring flag. They actually, some of these are going to be Lux. I'm going to get a couple of these wrong just based off of the whatever. Highly readable, highly good in terms of that. But, you know, 3 stripes, maybe it's a little on the boring side. So for what it is, just like, it's kind of just a boring flag. Czech Republic, or Czechia, at least has the courage to mix up the shape, keeping it highly readable, still using a very familiar palette of blue, red, white, and just kind of, you know, presenting it in a bit of a different way. This one, I'm not a fan of overly. I think it's fine. The green and white is at least an interesting pattern, but it does kind of lean on the ugly side, so can't put it up there too high. So, whatever it is. Ireland. Ireland is fine. Again, 3 stripes, so a bit boring, but at least the colors are interesting. Like, I know it's the exact same as the Ivory Coast flag, which for that reason itself, by me saying that, I have to duck down a little bit, but not bad. Hungary, 3 stripes, not the best. I don't know what this one is. But still, 3 stripes, not the best. Is that Catalan? Maybe. I don't know. Russia. Like, look at this. This is just the 3 stripe row. It's like they're not even trying. At least Germany has an interesting color contrast, so we can keep that a little higher than the others. But overall, it's kind of like, Georgia. Georgia. Why is Georgia in Europe? This is a European flag. Georgia is... What the heck are some of these places? Anyways, moving on. Georgia. Georgia is interesting, distinctive, unique, cool, simple, yes, but effective. Clearly can see it from across the room, so that's good. France suffers from the same as the other flags. Distinctive, yes, but also, it's kind of just there. Azerbaijan, not a great color contrast. Never really liked this one. Overall, I think that it's safe to keep it low. North Macedonia has probably one of the more interesting flags, period. I really think that it does a good job of centering around its iconic iconography. The race coming in looked really cool. So, yeah, I think that's always going to be a good one. I'm just going to skip this one because I don't know what that is. Portugal, distinctive, readable, takes the green and red color palette with a twist, and it adds that nice little emblem in the middle. Yeah, here for it, fan, good. The Croatia is good. I like how it breaks up the three flags with the symbol in the middle, something common in a lot of the Balkan nations. I think that Croatia counts as Balkan. I don't know. I don't have much to say about Switzerland, but the flag's a big plus. That's like a perfect joke. And if anyone didn't laugh at that, then you're dead inside. Kazakhstan. Again, not Europe, to my knowledge, but whatever. It's fine. Distinctive. I actually really like the eagle. I like the color palette. I do wish it was brighter, but that's, just a case of a flag. Ukraine, highly readable, highly effective. Again, 2 rows, but at least it's a different color palette than most other places, of course, except for Sweden. Maybe just like blue and yellow together. Maybe that's a thing. I think this is Moldova. Or is it Moldova or Andorra? I think this is Andorra, actually. Andorra, again, 3 stripes, but with an interesting emblem, which helps to elevate it a little bit. Controversial, never a huge fan of Greece's. I think that it's a little overly busy, but I don't think that it's a bad flag by any means. Cyprus, surprisingly good emblem, surprisingly good iconography. I don't know why they went with the white background, but I'm glad they did. It makes it highly readable, especially when you're up against the pure blue sky. So that's good. I will keep that here and go forward from there. Montenegro has a really interesting flag. I've always liked it. Sure, it's a little dark, but overall, readable, nicely done, cool vibes. So we'll take it. Austria, kind of boring. Actually, super boring. This one compared to the others is pretty bad. But Italy, also kind of boring, but at least distinctive colors again. So I'll keep the, I'm going to put it above Ireland. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Serbia, again, mixes up the 3 patterns with the emblem. I like the way that it's set up. I like the way that it's put through. Overall, I think it's pretty solid, so I'll keep it there. Finland has another great flag. I think I prefer the blue and white to the white and red, so it makes it like a little hair above, but by no means significant in any way, shape, or form. Slovakia? One of the two. I think this is Slovenia or Slovakia. This is Slovakia. I'm just gonna say Slovakia. Yeah, good. I like the icon. I feel like the only thing that keeps this one down is because how do you tell them apart? I know that you can tell them apart because one symbol's one and one symbol's the other, but I can't remember what they are right now, which doesn't bode well for me. Why am I making this list? Anyways, Turkey, highly iconographic, pretty good flag. Again, the color combination is a little bit boring, but at least it has the distinct symbols, the Islam influence. I think it's really neat to see that. I think that they do a good job of this offsetting. So it's visually interesting, so it's good enough to keep in there. Liechtenstein? I think that's what this is. Liechtenstein or Luxembourg? Either way, it's good. I like the strong colors. I like the bold crown outline, and I would say above Kazakhstan. Belgium, boring, but not too boring because at least the color combination is there. I'll say right above Germany. Those two together, I think, complement each other really well. And in terms of there, so that can go right beside Netherlands, unless this is Netherlands, in which case they're the same. So I should actually just deduct them both right here and now. Look at that. Now they can be together forever. Iceland is really nice. I've actually always liked Iceland. I like how it takes the Nordic cross and it adds that little extra layer. Very nice. Very cool. Bosnian Herzegovina. I've never really liked this flag, but I can't deny it is distinctive. You know what it is. I feel like it's fitting for this to go here beside Kosovo. And overall, I think that it's a pretty good flag. Latvia, it's different, at least, for the 3 stripes pattern. So I think we can kind of safely keep that in the C tier. It's at least distinctive. At least you look at it and you're just like, oh, I know what that is. Albania, great flag. Love it. Keep it forever. Romania, boring. Don't really like the color contrast as much as I like Romania as itself. I think that it's probably the weaker one. Bulgaria. Bulgaria is kind of in the same boat. Not a great color contrast. Yeah, I feel like that's fine. Again, how can... Poland, Monaco, bottom, done. Norway, keeping it up there with Iceland. I think that's fine. Next up, we have Lithuania. Again, kind of boring color blocking, but also just really, I don't like these colors as much. I don't think that they have as much to offer, and as such, it really does hold it back. So we'll keep that there. Next up, we have, is this Andorra? One of them's Andorra. Anyways, moving it into position, I would say that this should go right beside that. One of them's Moldova, one of them's Andorra. I think Moldova? Andorra? Andorra, Moldova? Whatever, they're both the same. Which should knock them both back, according to my own rules. Anyways, Armenia, not a fan of the color combo again. I don't like it. Me no likes. I guess that means I have to pull these 2 down to underneath this one. All right. United Kingdom. Oh, some of these are probably flags that have gone away. San Marino is probably one of my favorite flags, just in general. I think that it's really fun. It's really kitsch. It's cool. It's neat. Yeah. A little busy in the middle, but that's fine. It can be the peaceful republic that it is. Estonia, again, color blocking, but at least the colors are interesting. I like their use of dark blue. One of the few countries that really capitalizes on that feel. I'm sure that it's supposed to represent the ocean or some other BS like that, but for what it is great. I like it. UK, solid. It's solid. UK has a solid flag, so I don't have anything negative to say in that regard. I don't know the rest. Malta here. And Malta's kind of boring, but at least it's got that distinctive plus. So I'm just gonna leave that there. I can't say the other ones off the top of my head, so I'm not going to include them. I'll pull you down as well, because one. All right, here's my flags. Obviously, I've talked about these. They're a little too similar to stand out. Then we get into the color block the parts. Am I being too mean to Azerbaijan? Maybe. I'll pop it up. Actually, I'm going to pull them both underneath Azerbaijan. Because like Latvia and Austria, same stuff. Then we get into the more interesting color blocks, at least with color blocks and stuff, or unique color combinations. I like that. Followed by Greece, Ukraine, Croatia, Georgia. Getting into the more unique ones, more interesting. Finally, and if I had to choose one for like the S tier or the best tier, I'd say it's probably going to go to Iceland and Norway. I've just always liked their color combinations. I think that they go really well with that nice, bright, vibrant background. So these are my choices. I'm curious to see what other people have to say. This is the majority of what people think, so my choices are a little lower. Everyone likes Albania. UK at the top. That's an interesting choice. But overall, I don't see how, a lot of these kind of mix together and have their own opinions. I feel like there's some nationalism coming in here, but I guess that's just what we expect these days. So if you have any ideas for what I do next, let me know. Thank you for watching. My name is Matti McLean. You can find me on problematic streaming platform Spotify at A Canadian in Eurovision. You can find me online on Twitter and Instagram at The Big Shabam. And finally, if you like what you've seen here and you want to help me out, feel free to subscribe. It really does help. And also, if you want to see me do something next, don't be afraid to tell me. Looking forward to hearing from you all soon, and you have a great day now.